Hello and welcome to a full upper body workout on the Bowflex. My name is Eric. I'm a certified personal trainer working out here on a Bowflex Blaze today. But you can do this routine on any flat bench style Bowflex. We're just working from this set of pulleys here. Now today's routine is actually the final routine in this new program I'm releasing called the Bowflex 100. It's designed to get you stronger, fitter, feeling good on this machine in just 100 minutes a week. We do that with 3 routines of 33 minutes each. And each routine is structured really similarly to this, where we're gonna be writing down and counting the number of reps we do so we can write down our weight setting and the number of reps. And then you come back to this routine again a couple times and you're gonna know what you did before, can rack up a good resistance from the start, and you can work on raising either the resistance up or the number of reps you did. As part of it, we're gonna have about a minute of rest between each and every set. That's gonna help our body recover so we can hit each set nice and hard. So this routine, it's again a full body workout or a full upper body workout. And I decided to release this one a little bit early before the rest of the program because I think it's a good preview of it. And it's a routine I really like a lot as well. So if you're just here for a random workout, that's cool. If you're looking for that extra structure, check out the program. The program is going to tell you exactly what to do each and every day, answer a lot of common questions I get, make it easy to print out everything. And it also supports the channel directly. And another way to do that is you can also join over on Patreon, get access to all my workout programs, a workout journal, and it's a great way to make this sustainable for me. So something I'm trying that's a little bit different, thanks to support over there, is all the routines in this program are going to be released completely ad-free here on YouTube. And that's because the folks on Patreon have really made this sustainable for me. I've been making videos now for Bowflexes for about 4 years, and at some point along the way, the watch time basically has went flat, and that's fine. But it's made it so like each and every routine I post, it doesn't really change the revenue coming in. And what actually makes the biggest difference is supporting over there. So if you want to support, check it out. It starts at just $6 a month to get access to everything. So thank you to all of them over there. And I hope you give that some consideration. If you're here for a free random workout, that's cool too though. So this routine, let's get back into it here. We're gonna be finishing the routine using the normal Bowflex handles, but we're gonna start things out using a bar. Now this bar here, this one came with my upgrade kit that I sell, allows you to add a ton of resistance to this machine really inexpensively. But you can also use the bars that may have come with your Bowflex. So the Blaze comes with a lat bar and a squat bar. I'd recommend using the squat bar with this routine for the first half of it. You can use the lat bar if you want, or if you don't have the squat bar. The one limitation you're gonna have is when you do a bicep curl, like this here locks in, and so it can be a little tough to have the bar not like twisting your hands and stuff. And so it works a lot better if you're using the squat bar where you can kind of twist this around. So anyways, that's the routine today. Grab your gear, and we're gonna have our little 4-minute warm up here starting in just a moment, and then we're gonna get stretched out, and then we're gonna get into the routine. So I hope you enjoyed this routine. I hope you like it, and I'll see you right back. All right, let's get to work. Jogging in place for 90 seconds. Alternatively, you can do jumping jacks, you can do high knees, body weight squats, whatever you wanna do to get your body warm, and then we'll get our stretch going. And while we're doing this, there's gonna be previews or demonstrations of all the exercises in today's routine up on the channel. Now, I wanna kind of give a little bit more context to something I said in the intro about like the YouTube ad model in this channel and stuff. And so basically, I've been producing routines for this machine for about 4 years now. And I'm actually almost up to 25,000 subscribers as I record this, which is crazy. It is awesome to have that reach and that impact. And it feels really incredible to know like there's a lot of people that watch, these videos I make in my garage and stuff. But it's hard to make it sustainable because the YouTube ads or just the money from YouTube basically has been flat for about 2.5 years now, because you're kind of competing with yourself and your old videos and stuff. And having a little bit of money come in helps make anything sustainable. And it holds true for videos on this channel. And so community support over there really makes it possible to keep things going and keep me motivated to keep producing stuff. So anyways, let's slow down this jog here. We're gonna move into some head rotation. So full head spins here, just in one direction. And change directions now. Okay, and there we go. So torso twist, hands together, and then spin side to side, or you can have your hands out wide. Just keep loosening up your core and your back here. Couple more seconds. Nice, so arms out wide here, and we're gonna do little arm spins that get bigger and bigger here. And now let's do some full circles here in this one direction. And now let's change directions and slowly bring it inwards. Nice, okay, so we're gonna now go into some arm swings, and then we're gonna pull one arm across the body here. So let's go back to some swings and a pull. We're gonna hit each arm one more time here. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Pull. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here we're going to pretend we're holding a band and pulling it apart and getting a nice engagement and stretch in our back. So then try to like slowly bring those hands together. So really what you want to be doing is flexing your back here as you're stretching out, pretending this imaginary band is being pulled apart, or you could use a real band if you had one handy. A couple more of these. And then for the final 25 seconds or so, you can do whatever you want to do to get loose and ready today. I'm going to do some finger pulls, loosen up my forearms. And then when this clock hits 0, we're going to start racking up our resistance. So we're going to be starting out with our shoulder shrugs. And normally shoulder shrugs, you can go pretty heavy. I'm going to start out with 150 pounds of total resistance on each side. And then for after the first set, I'll probably bump it up a little bit. Okay, so we're also going to be hooking up the bar on each side. And again, whatever bar you got here, hopefully it'll work out well. So I always like starting the first set just a little bit lighter than I'm going to finish my sets at. And that's going to be kind of continuing this warm up as we go. And I'm also going to remove the seat for this first exercise. So for shoulder shrugs, we are going to be facing away from the machine, and we're just going to bring our shoulders kind of up towards our ears as our ending position. So starting out low and then ending up high. Okay, so 10 seconds and we're gonna get this first set in. So I have kind of the staggered stance, so I'm on the front plate here of my machine, and we're just gonna pull this weight up towards our ears and then lower it down. That's 1, 2, 3. Stay in control of this resistance the whole time. Nice slow reps. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So a little bit less than a minute of rest for this. And again, you can adjust that weight setting, and also don't forget to write down your numbers as you go. So I think I am going to bump up my resistance up to 180 racked up on both sides. And I'm getting numbers up that high with the elastic band upgrade kit that I sell, that again, this bar comes with. So the bands add a ton of resistance, really inexpensive and affordable way to do so. Kind of matches how the power rods work as well. It's kind of this elastic resistance too. So anyways, 5 seconds. Let's get in position here. And bring in those shoulders up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. One more set of those shrugs to go. Now after this, we're going to hook up the normal, I'm going to put my bench back together here and we'll be doing some rows, but we got to finish this thing out. Now in this final set, I really want you to focus on getting a nice grip on the bar and then going with a slow eccentric contraction on the way down. Here we go. Raise it up, hold it, and nice slow lowering. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So from here, putting our bench back together. And I'm also going to be dropping my weight setting by 50 pounds on each side. So I'm going to just unclip one of these bands here on each side. Now for this lift, it's just going to be a really intuitive lift here. We're going to grab this bar, and I like having my hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, but you can adjust it to what feels good to you, or whatever muscle groups you're trying to hit with this. So I'm going to start out here holding this bar, and I'm going to try to let my shoulders kind of protract and pull in just a little bit further. So I'm getting a nice long stretch here, and then as I pull back, I'm kind of bringing the bar all the way towards my chest, and I actually kind of like bringing my chest out a little bit as I do this, and really focus on those nice slow reps, have all the power through this whole range of motion. So here we go. We're going to pull back and release. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. 2 more sets of those. Let's write down our numbers as we go here. All right, so we got 10 seconds. Let's start getting in position and ready to go here. All right, let's pull back, hold it for a sec, and release. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. One more set of those rows with the bar coming up. And then we're going to be going into a bicep curl with the bar. Now, both the rows and really anything from this bottom set of pulleys with the bar, I end up really liking a lot of these lifts. Just holding the weight differently and using the bar instead of the handles, it's definitely going to engage some different muscle groups or areas of the muscle than you normally would if you're using the handles. Because when you're holding the bar out wide, it's going to be a little bit more, I think it'll be more the middle of the back for most people. And it just ends up feeling different. All right, let's get in position here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Curls up next. Now you can leave the bench here if you want, or you can remove it for these curls. You're definitely going to want to remove some resistance. I'm going to be dropping the bands here and going down to just 80 pounds of resistance on each side. And we're just going to be doing some curls where we're facing the tower here. So palms are going to be facing the machine here, away from your body. And then I'm going to have just a shoulder width apart. Now, if your Bowflex has a little platform here, I kind of like having 1 foot on the platform, 1 foot on the ground. And we're just going to do a nice smooth curl here and slowly lower the weight. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's keep writing it down. I want to keep my resistance the same. That felt really good to me. All right, let's get collected, dialed in. 10 seconds, let's start getting in position. Hands on the bar, ready to curl. And let's curl it up. That's 1. Keep your back straight, no swinging of the hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. 1 more set of curls. And then I'm going to put my bench back together after the set. I'm also going to switch over to the Bowflex handles, where we'll be doing some reverse flies, a good one for kind of your upper back and your shoulders. About 10 seconds, let's start getting in position. Hands on the handles, let's lock in. 3, 2, 1, and curl. That's 1, 2, slowly lower that weight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to go ahead and put my bench back together here as we get set up for this next lift. I'm also going to be dropping my resistance from 80 pounds on each side down to 60. And then we're hooking up those long handles, or the ones that come with the Bowflex here. Now we're going to be doing one side at a time on this lift. And when we only hit one side at a time, we're going to have a shorter rest interval. So after this first set, get ready to basically spin around and we'll be hitting the other side of our body. So for this lift, what I like doing here is sitting kind of perpendicular to my machine. I'm going to have my outer arm hold this handle, and I've kind of put my hand through it here. I'm going to have one arm on this crossbar. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. I'm then going to point this elbow up and out, and I'm going to be extending this arm out wide here. So I'm going to be extending out and retracting. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhaling as the power rods bend. That's 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we got that short rest interval. We're just spinning around to the other side. After this set, we're going to have a little bit longer, and then we can record our numbers. I think we get 45 seconds after this. So let's get our hands on the handles though and ready to go. All right, 3 seconds. Extend it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, a little longer rest interval here. Let's write it down, keep those numbers going. And we're a little over halfway done here. So we're just other side now. Tweak that weight setting as needed. This 60 pounds felt just right to me. Let's get our hand on the crossbar here, sit up nice and tall and get ready to go. Elbow up, 2, 1, extend. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm slowing it down. I'm going a little fast, guys. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're spinning around. Other side, we got one more set of this shoulder, of this reverse fly, and then we're going to that chest press. So for the chest press, normally we have it at the angle position. We're gonna be doing it with a flat bench here. Okay, let's get ready to go. Elbow up, extend it out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, a little bit longer in a minute so we can kind of adjust some things here. So we're gonna be doing a chest press. And normally for chest press, we have the bench at the angle position. I like doing it every once in a while without the support of the bench here. I'm gonna be upping the weight in a moment here, but you might wanna try this out before you go adding a ton. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be sitting up nice and tall, and we are just gonna be pressing this weight out in front of us. Now, the further you get away from the tower, the more resistance this is gonna be here, right? Now, normally when I have the bench at the angle position, I like having about 130 racked up. I'm only gonna be racking up 80 here. So I'm going a little bit, significantly less weight here, but it's gonna be a lot more challenging because you don't have the support and the bench to be pressing off of. Also, this is gonna get a little bit more of a stretch in the power rod, so you're getting deeper in that resistance curve and more resistance out of it. So here we go. 5 seconds, we're gonna get going here. And I want you exhaling as you're pressing the weight away. And retract, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we got that full minute of rest and recovery here. So let's write it down, stay loose, and get ready to go for the next set. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Let's start getting in position. All right, 5 seconds, let's lock it in. Starting position. Blast off, that's 1. 2, nice, slow, controlled reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one more set of those to go. And then we're gonna be getting into a cable lateral raise, which is a lift that I probably discovered about 6 months ago that I really like. Now, it is gonna be a lot of shoulder work in this routine. And I know a lot of ladies don't want to hit shoulders as much as the rest of their upper body. And so I'm going to just show you a quick alternate lift that you can do if if you don't want to do more shoulders in this routine. So I dropped the weight a little bit. I'm going to be doing a one-arm chest fly. Now, we're going to do one more set of chest press. So a chest fly would be like this here, a one arm. So I'd have one arm holding here, and then this other arm kind of pulling over and crossing in front of my body here. Now we got one more set of chest press, so let's get in position here. Make this thing count. Here we go. Extend it out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Okay, so again, ladies, if you want to have a little less shoulder work in here, again, I drop my weight and I'm going to have one arm basically on this leg rest here, and I'm going to be pulling this weight across my body here. You're also going to get some arm work in here as well. Now, if you want to keep the shoulder work going, there's 2 different things you can be doing here. So what I'm going to do is I know I'm facing away from y'all. I kind of have my feet a little bit staggered towards this machine here. It's kind of tough with this, to get your feet exactly where you want. And I'm going to have this, the handle behind my back here, one arm on the tower, and then I'm going to be raising this handle up here, just nice and smoothly. And I want to get, the weight extended up here. That's going to hit the sides of your shoulders as we're doing it. Now, if you have the upgrade kit, you can also clip to the elastic bands. I use the red elastic band for this, but I'm going to just demo this with just the normal Bowflex setup here. So here we go. 5 seconds. Again, we're going to be raising this up behind our back. You try to keep that arm straight. You're going to have a slight bend at the elbow. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I came up short there. I only got in 7. So if you're in that spot, you might want to drop the resistance down a bit too. I'm going to try to power through this thing at 10 each, because we're only, or at 50 pounds on each side here, because we're only doing this twice on each side. So let's switch it over and raise it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 40 seconds of rest here. I'm going for 10. I think I can do it. Let's plant that number in our mind here and push. All right, let's raise it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'm coming up a little short, got only 8 in there. Let's keep trying though. Last set here, other side. Here we go, raise it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so our final lift. Yo, I forgot to mention this sooner. All of the Bowflex 100 program, we're gonna be, or most of the routines, we have a body weight exercise, something kind of new here. So let me move my Bowflex around so I can get in position for it. Now dips, there's a lot of different ways you can do dips. If you're looking for a heavier weight setting, you can use chairs here like this. You can also kind of, if you need to do dips just like this here where your feet are closer to you, the further out, the more resistance you get from them. And then finally, if you want a lot of resistance, you can also have your hands between 2 chairs here and put your legs up on the machine. And that's what we do. I might be going for 10 still here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alternatively, I should have mentioned this sooner, you could also do tricep extension on the Bowflex if this is not working out for you. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so what you could be doing is lying flat on your Bowflex and then have the handles kind of over your head and then extending up. So you'd be kind of here and then have the handles going over your body like this here. Now I wanted to include some body weight exercises in this program because you're not always at home in front of your Bowflex or have that handy. So you can take these on the road with you and just kind of build up a repertoire of different body weight exercises that you can do, And throughout this whole program, I'm going to feature a lot of them. Hopefully I won't bring them up last second like I did here. Let's start getting ready again in position here. And 10 seconds or so, we're going to be going. Here we go. Drop it down nice and smooth and raise up out of it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, awesome job on finishing this routine out. Don't forget to remove your power rods from tension and wrap them up with a bungee cord, keep them straight up and down. Also, I want to give a big shout out to all my supporters over on Patreon. The ones at the elite tier get their name in the credits. All these fine folks, again, make producing these videos sustainable for me. So awesome job on finishing this thing. You should be proud of yourself for finishing. This is not an easy routine, and I want you to be good to yourself and to be good to others, and thank you for watching.